Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a lot of headlines for you, a lot of news to go over on this Sunday morning, January 9th, 2022. The SEC versus Ripple. We got an update, an expert deadline, some insight from John Deaton. You're going to want all of it. Ripple opens a new corridor. Could JP Morgan and the SEC be backing away from Ethereum now? Maybe even all of crypto? And how about ISO20022 compliant tokens? It's not a real thing, says Matt Hamilton, and he's going to help us all understand exactly what it is, and we're going to straighten it out today. Let's roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackUpBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. $1.948 trillion market cap on this day. We're off by 1.81% for the crypto market space. Look here, Bitcoin 41,000, everything's falling like a manhole cover from the sky. I'm buying the dips when I can. I don't have enough dry powder to really get down into it, but I'm working on it. Maybe later this month. If the prices stay down, I'll really try to get something in there because I love being able to do that. If nothing else, I have had plenty of time over the last 4 years to discipline myself to buy the dip because there have been many. And it appears to me that we're in one now, not financial advice. $3,100 plus for Ethereum this morning. And that number may be dwindling over time to come. We'll get into that in just a second here. Solana is coming in now at $139.28. Cardano is $1.16. And XRP is 74 cents, ladies and gentlemen. The range of price for XRP this morning, 0.7281 on the bottom and 0.7694 on the top for those who need it. The numbers are brought to you by I Trust Capital. It is the best crypto, gold, silver IRA on the planet. 1% trade fee. That's it. One and done. There's no monthly account fee. And I don't mind telling you right now, you can transfer your Bitcoin IRA or crypto IRA to I Trust in kind. How about that one? Yeah. $2,500 just for a minimum amount to start, and addition $1,000 contribution minimum addition. So there you have it. A very affordable. You can work towards that goal. I have said it many times, and I'll say it again today. The only thing better than buying crypto is buying tax-free crypto. That's what I really love, and that's what you can do there. Take a look right here. This is ProCoin News, ladies and gentlemen, the cryptocurrency curator who's putting it down. We're 384 days in the American crypto innovation under siege. Case not settled. And here is an anti-crypto web of corruption. Vote them out. I don't mind telling you, this really is important, and I certainly come from this world. If, I don't really hold any, I'm not right, I'm not left. Right, as far as political views, right? I take a, more of an observation status to things. And the only time I seem to find myself getting involved with politics is when I'm in pursuit of something in my life and it crosses politics as an intersection. And then at that point, I want to use whatever tools are available on the right or the left to be able to move forward and advance my pursuits for me and my family and my business ventures. And that's how I deal with politics, like a tool in a toolbox, not something I'm married to or, I alienate friends and family because of. I think that's where it really gets lost. But here it simply is just time to vote out every single anti-crypto member of Congress. And that's what it's all about. If you're in your area, you need to find out who your representatives are, and you need to find out what their stances are on crypto. And then you need to send them a message. You can connect with Congress through crypto law and let them know you will not be giving your vote to them if they do not fix their stance and educate themselves on the issues of crypto. Looking right here, Sam Bankman-Fried says the man in charge of the FTX platform, it is likely to be more institutional adoption of cryptocurrency in the year 2022. Granted, regulation becomes a solid thing. Oh, do I hope Sam is correct here. And you know what? I know Sam hopes to be correct as well because he's spending a lot of money on Super Bowl ads and many, many other things. One tends to think that if you're starting to see that kind of investment in educating the masses and really making your brand a real thing amongst the masses. You're normalizing crypto and what you offer at FTX Exchange. And to me, that is really putting your money where your mouth is. I think Sam really believes regulation is coming sometime this year. And remember, if we don't get it from Congress, we could get it from the PWG, the President's Working Group. Janet Yellen, the U.S. Treasury head, says she will and they will together put something through if Congress doesn't bring it home. So don't forget about that. SABB, which is the Saudi Arabia British Bank, launches third Ripple-based corridor for instant U.S. dollar payments. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Not much more to glean from this, just that it's happening. And it says here the corridors in 2019 of INR and LKR corridors in 2019, the impact of this partnership on XRP prices might not be significant as investors still wait for the SEC lawsuit hearing, which is really what's hanging over our head. I think the interesting thing here is there's 600 plus employees strong now at Ripple. And we know that they continue to have advancements around the world like this, just like this news right here. And to me, that's exciting, understanding what's happening with the case. Now, let's talk about the SEC Ripple case for a second here. Not only do we have the corridor opening, but John Deaton makes an excellent point because expert discovery is coming to an end in 10 days from now. January 19th, I believe, my memory serves me correct. The impact of this partnership on XRP prices might not be significant, as it says in the article. And it's as investors still wait for the SEC lawsuit hearing. What John Deaton says is, I'm looking forward to finding out which expert the SEC is going to call to establish XRP price is correlated with Ripple's efforts, which we know it is not. What a great point from John Deaton. If you're not on that class action lawsuit, I would really go do it. And here is some evidence that there is, I think, some acknowledgement from JP Morgan that front-running horse may be getting a little tired. We're talking about Ethereum. JPM Morgan report states that Ethereum might lose DeFi dominance due to scaling issues. The article says much the same, not much to glean other than that. But there's a lot to glean from this. Stefan Hubert puts it out here for us. This clip, we've played it before, and I couldn't find it about a month and a half ago, and he's found it, and this is all you need to hear here. It is the acknowledgement of Vitalik Buterin and Joseph Lubin. Ethereum was sold as scalable even though they knew that it wasn't, and they're going to tell you in their own words right here that it wasn't.
Turns out we can build a financial
you're
plumbing
saying
layer.
That the concept of launching something that doesn't scale and then rebuilding it as something
scales,
scalable
it
was
scales
in the
somewhat.
initial plans or initial
yeah, we
thinking.
knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
We knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure. I mean, not even a question. We knew it, you know. But somehow William Hinman came out and said that as far as he was concerned, Ethereum was decentralized and there was no need to penalize it for the initial coin offering that they actually did, right? Well, this is a huge problem because this is more evidence from XRP-JJ here, who finds out by getting a response directly from the SEC, who writes back to him about the clarity of Bitcoin and Ethereum 2.0. And they say, please note the SEC has not defined either Bitcoin or Ethereum 2.0 as a currency or a security. The SEC's role as a federal regulator prohibits our office from providing legal advice or opinions to members of the public. Oh, brother, I tell you, this is evidence right here. JP Morgan, the original backers behind Ethereum, now showing that they want to distance themselves by putting out their own article that Ethereum could be losing. And we know that we've heard from the original founders that Ethereum is not scalable, but somehow since 2018, the SEC has in fact been citing William Hinman's personal opinion as guidance of that agency. And we got the video to prove it. That's not even debatable. But now all of a sudden, when contacted by a member of the public, SEC wants to step back. You know what this is? I see the SEC and JP Morgan stepping away from what they understand to be as a lightning strike that might be coming in, and they don't want it hitting them. If I was Joseph Lubin or William Hinman, I would absolutely be scared to death of what's coming to me, because it is obvious from these positions that they're taking that they are being distanced from. And that says there may be action to come for Ethereum just yet. Now, I want you to imagine this before we get into this topic about ISO200 tokens, which are not a thing, but we're going to get that cleared up here in a second. Think of this for a moment. The only one far along in this digital asset space legal case battle for clarity is XRP and Ripple. Imagine us getting this clarity, the case ends, and the SEC turns around and immediately takes up action for everything that has been discovered about Ethereum. And then they're next in the lawsuit battle. It could happen. Look right here. This is some clarity brought where we all in the community, myself included, okay, we absolutely refer to ISO20022 tokens, compliant tokens, which is not technically a thing. And Matt Hamilton, being the developer and very insightful and very open guy in this community, shares with us that he believes we're all using a little bit of confusion because ISO20022 is a standard financial industry messaging system, right? It's an upgrade, right? De facto global standard. In fact, let's just go ahead and clear this up. According to Ripple, it's the world converging on a new global standard, ISO 20022, the de facto global data standard for modern payments. That ISO 20022 has been around for many, many years. It's just now they're bringing it into a uniform messaging system and a standard inside of the financial system, right? Now, and to enable in this next step global interoperability and meet the evolving needs of our customers, Ripple has been brought on as a part of the ISO 20022 Standards Body Committee, being the first member focused on distributed ledger technology. So it is a complement of the messaging layer with DLT is why Ripple's there. And now Stellar as well, because they have been brought in as well to this. Now, coming back to this, I simply write that, because he clarifies here that it is true. A lot of people refer to ISO 20022 compliant cryptocurrencies. This is a non sequitur. ISO 22 does not define cryptocurrencies, is it related to messages, and goes on to explain it. And he's absolutely correct. And I appreciate Matt's insight. But why we're using it that way is simply this. I thank Matt, and I also want to clarify it for anybody out here in the audience. I use it as a shorthand, and I know a lot of other people do, because Ripple was the first member of the ISO 20022 Standard Body Committee for implementing distributed ledger technology to complement it. Understanding that goal allows option in settlement for digital assets. If not, all you've done is upgrade the friction of the paper world to the digitized new world. Is it not? I think that answer is actually right. Now, I'm not a developer, and I'm certainly not challenging Matt's knowledge. I just want to clarify that it is a shorthand that we say these things. There is absolutely a difference between the messaging system and digital asset tokens that have been represented to be compliant in a sense for that graduated effort of incorporating ISO 20022 messaging system layer with distributed ledger technology, which ultimately allows the option for the settlement of digital assets, which ultimately relieves the friction of the paper world as you digitize everything, because at the end of the day, it is all the money we're talking about here. That's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to leave with this because I believe Mr. Intuitive says it great here, too. He thanks Matt for clearing things up as well. I think he says it great here. Shout out to Mr. Intuitive.
All right, Hamilton set us straight. We want tokens that ISO 20022 compliant companies are using.
There it is. And that's exactly right. And that's our shorthand for today. That's going to do it for us. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Make sure you check out all the links in the description and comment box. They're great products and services I use each and every day, but you got to click the links to get them. And they are trusted, vetted links. Be very careful what you click on out here. I'll catch all of you on the next one. Oh, and we will be going live on Facebook. Digital Perspectives News. I will be going live within the next hour or two, so make sure you check it out. See you soon.